Welcome back to the Women's Series here on PDC TV, where Lisa Ashton has taken the first title of the weekend.
It'll be Maria for the ball.
To put herself in early pole position. And in that run, she defeated Fallon Sherrock 4-0, so Sherrock in need of a good run to kickstart her bid for a return to the Alexandra Palace and for an appearance at the Grand Slam of Darts. But Colin Lloyd, she won't have it easy against Maria O'Brien, will she?
No, very dangerous player. Both England internationals. So they certainly know each other's games. Tough first game.
85.
I remember in 2019 when Fallon was one of the favourites to win the Women's World Championship. She lost out to O'Brien in the quarter-finals. The previous year she had beaten her in their only other recorded meeting at the World Trophy.
180.
O'Brien weighs in straight away with the maximum.
I think Maria's just showed her hand as to her intentions of this game, but backfires Fallon Sherrock with a 180 of her own.
Well, it's absolutely 82. Superb, isn't it, from Sherrock to respond in such a manner. And here she goes again.
$138.
Stopped herself in her tracks there. She was trying to avoid leaving a dodgy double.
She done well there actually to stop herself, because she was in the zone there to fill it again. 76 now for Fallon.
25 ball. There's the 25.
51.
She can't quite find the ball, and that's just opened the door again. Despite the purple patch from Fallon Sherrock, Maria O'Brien has 2 darts at double top.
14.
Those chances have gone begging.
When you get chances like that, Murphy, you have to punish it. You have to punish it.
17.
Well, that's a let off for O'Brien there. She's got another 3 darts at tops. And for me, I feel she has to make it count.
Well, this is for a break of throw as well. Let's not forget, would really put Fallon Sherrock under pressure. Double 5.
35.
Racing round the roundabout, but can't find the exit.
Both
going round in circles, Colin, in this opening leg. Brilliant scoring. Dodgy doubling.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a respect thing. Double 2 now for Maria.
3 scored.
I don't think she's going to get another go. They'll both be disappointed with this first leg. But if you win it, you'll be more than happy.
No score.
Well, countless darts missed at the outer ring by both Fallon Sherrock and Maria O'Brien.
No score.
Well, the common method for double 1 is to put 1 up as a marker and then 1 in, but that was so high that it was almost a switch for Maria O'Brien to the double 1. Fallon Sherrock finally takes advantage.
Little smile to herself there, Fallon. But the smile is now gone. It's back to business.
22.
After scoring so well and then not being able to finish, she's back into the scoring routine again.
140.
Nice little 140. I think the nice thing, Murph, about Fallon Sherrock at this moment in time, she can just shake off a leg like that. And at the end of the day, 43. She actually won the leg, so she can push on and carry on.
Yeah, she will be looking for a response after being, well, thumped really by Lisa Ashton in the first event. He's in the same half of the draw again as Lisa Ashton, but they can't meet until the semi-finals this time around. Although she could run into the beaten finalist, Rhiannon O'Sullivan, in the last 16.
I think what we're trying to tell people at home, there's
95.
no gimmies. Doesn't matter what board you're on, there's no gimmies. You've got to play well.
Well, in this half of the draw, incidentally, we've got Sherrock,
83.
O'Brien, obviously, O'Sullivan, Bulmer, Dobromyslovia, Turner, Winstanley, and Ashton, all in the same half.
55.
You're trying to say the top half is easier.
Easier, maybe. Certainly not easy, but maybe slightly less stacked
121.
in terms of big names. But that's what can happen in unseeded events, as you were alluding to earlier.
Yes, very much so.
100.
Yeah, nice little treble 20 there last dart. Just applies a bit of pressure on this 1-3-2 for Maria O'Brien. Can't finish now, but just want to set it up. Big 18. There we go.
92.
And a nice little setup.
Double top the choice for Sherrock, and that will make her feel much, much better about her doubling, because that was a picture perfect dart, dead centre in that double top to double her lead in this match.
I
46.
wonder if Fallon is feeling the pressure a little bit. No, she's had a lot of... she's been in a lot of the news late,
100.
obviously, for what she'd done in the World Series. But no different, I suppose, to what she achieved at the World Championships a couple of years ago. But does she feel that she has to perform now? She has to perform here and qualify for these events now, because she is the talked about player.
It's an interesting question, really, isn't it, about does Fallon Sherrock just play well in the other events because she's not under pressure? But actually, I think since that World Championship run, she's always under pressure, regardless of who she's playing, what event she's playing in, because there is so much attention on her. She did so much for darts globally by winning that first match
45.
against Ted Everts and the subsequent one against Suljevic. I've never seen anything like it in terms of press, that it captured the media attention, the interaction on social media.
25.
So I don't think there's a match now that Fallon Sherrock ever goes into where she's not under some kind of pressure.
$41.
A lot to deal with at such a young age.
Definitely, and I think the big thing for her is getting back there, isn't it? She wants to do it again
60.
and experience a return to the palace, if you like. What a moment that would be.
11 scored.
The nice thing about it, Murph, as well, is she's got a good team around her that can take away some of the unnecessary stuff.
Yeah, and you're right to point out as well, she is still only 27 years of age. And many a great darts player haven't peaked until much, much later
100.
than that. But it's peak performance, certainly the last couple of legs from Fallon Sherrock. Double four. Good guide.
Game shot.
Guided in to lead 3-0.
Yeah, nice solid finish in the last couple of legs. I wonder if you relax just a little bit
41.
more because you only live down the road.
Did you play better in tournaments that were local to you?
I actually preferred to
42.
be away a little bit. It was convenient for me at when I used to play the World Championships at the Circus Tavern, because being an Essex boy, it was just down the road. But I think I used to still get the buzz there, Chris, quite simply because I was in Essex. There was plenty of familiar faces there and friendly faces,
39.
that gave me that G up that I needed. But sometimes you need to be taken out of your comfort zone of checking into a hotel, staying in a hotel, having to drive there and whatever. That sounds
81.
really silly, but sometimes you've just got the comforts of home that makes you just a little bit too relaxed, maybe. I'm not saying that's what's happening
80.
here with Fallon. Far from it.
Yeah, well,
Sometimes you need that little bit of something.
yeah, I mean, the
120.
difference in being able to, as you say, stay at home rather than in a hotel, just have those home comforts. I must admit, Colin, I'm always a better commentator in
60.
Barnsley than I am in Milton Keynes.
It's not my fault then.
Bad in one and
48.
okay in the other.
It'd have been very hard for someone like Fallon, who's
120.
we know what she's capable of doing. And she'd have lost that game 4-0 to Ashton in the first series, but she's good enough and professional enough to check, refocused, because
54.
there's still another 2 events today, and I've got to make sure I'm in the zone.
Well, Brian on the brink of getting a leg on the board here.
59.
It's the first of 2 round 1 matches we'll be bringing you from this second event of the day. As Maria looks at tops and now tens.
46.
And that could be that.
How many times has she taken this out in her career? Tops now.
80.
Not quite, but O'Brien still hasn't hit a double yet in this match. Can't be feeling good about this, but she does find it. And she does get a leg on the board. Fallon Sherrock leads 3-1 though, and will throw for a place in round 2. And the match following this one, Natalie
96.
Gilbert against Fonso Willis. The winner of that to play
68.
the winner of this in round 2.
$100.
Quick turnaround here by the
95.
staff of the PDC here. It's good to see ladies that took an early bath, losing first or second round, can
81.
have a little practice, but then they don't have to wait too long before the next phase of it starts again, Chris.
And how do you think that might affect the players that
26.
did go deep in the last tournament? Lisa Ashton's basically gone straight from winning an event to playing in the first round of the next one. I mean, to be honest, she is 3-0 up in that first round match against Kerry O'Connor.
60.
Well, I'd like to think that she's keeping that rhythm and that focus. She's not actually getting a break. She's just constantly going on and on and on. I mean, will she get a little, if she runs deep again
100.
in this event, will she be a little bit burnt out by the time the third one comes around? But if she keeps focused, keeps in the zone, and she's playing well, if you're playing well, Chris, sometimes you can just really keep that focus.
92.
If you drop a little bit, your head tends to drop a little bit with it, and you start feeling a bit fatigued.
Yeah, just trying to ride that wave, isn't it? That's what it's
30.
all about. They have that discussion a lot, don't they, about playing in the first or the second semi when there's a final straight after on the TV. Treble 12 will be the target for Fallon Sherrock. Now double top.
32.
Slightly over the top, but she will return.
$43.
Fallon Sherrock now tops to get through this first round match.
Game shot on the match.
And in it goes, and through she goes, and Fallon Sherrock looking to bounce back after that disappointing exit in the first event at the hands of the eventual winner, Lisa Ashton.